Communicating with love, Salesian wisdom for a digital age. My dear brothers and sisters, we live in an age where communication is constant. News, messages, videos, and posts flow endlessly before our eyes. While technology connects us, it also overwhelms us with noise, misinformation, and division. In such a world, the wisdom of St. Francis de Sales, the gentleman saint and patron saint of writers and journalists, shines with renewed relevance. His approach, rooted in gentleness, respect, and integrity, offers us a way to communicate truth with love. The first point for our reflection today is St. Francis de Sales, a communicator for all times. To understand how his teaching speaks to us today, we must look briefly at his own life. He lived in the 16th and 17th centuries, a time of intense religious conflict. Instead of condemning his opponents harshly, he chose the path of gentle persuasion. When people refused to listen to his preaching, he innovated. He wrote short leaflets and slipped them under doors. These, called controversies, explained the Catholic faith in simple, clear language. This approach teaches us several enduring lessons. First of all, accessibility. Speak in a way people understand. Avoid jargon. Secondly, charity. Treat even opponents with respect. Third, integrity. Communication is credible only when our life backs it up. Fourthly, God-centeredness. His aim was not winning arguments but sharing God's love. Fifthly, dialogue. He listened, engaged, and created space for mutual understanding. Second point for reflection today is the crisis of modern communication. Now let us look at our own age. The tools have changed, but the challenges are just as real. First of all, information overload. We are bombarded with more information than we can absorb. Secondly, misinformation and fake news. Lies spread faster than truth online. Thirdly, polarization and division. Social media often traps us in echo chambers. Fourthly, anonymity and incivility. Behind screens, people hurl insults without responsibility. Fifthly, superficiality. Complex issues are reduced to memes and sound bites. Sixthly, commercial manipulation. Algorithms shape opinions for profit, often without our awareness. We cannot ignore these dangers, but neither should we despair. Instead, we must, like St. Francis de Sales, bring wisdom, calm, and love into the digital world. Third point for reflection today is Salesian principles for today's communicators. First of all, seek truth and accuracy. Francis de Sales valued truth above all. In our age, this means fact-checking, resisting the urge to forward unverified news, and striving for honesty in every message. Secondly, practice charity and respect. He never used insults, even with opponents. We too must avoid harsh words online or offline. Respectful dialogue can heal divisions. Thirdly, communicate with simplicity and clarity. St. Francis avoided lofty theological jargon. Likewise, let us express ourselves clearly so that even complex truths can be understood by all. Fourthly, foster personal connection. Real communication is not about clicks and likes, but relationships. Even online, we can share personal stories, respond with kindness, and build authentic connections. Fifthly, promote dialogue and understanding. St. Francis de Sales sought common ground even in conflict. Today, this means listening carefully, avoiding echo chambers, and engaging with those who think differently. Sixth, use media for good. He used the media of his time, the printed leaflet, for evangelization. We too can use digital platforms to share stories of hope, defend the vulnerable, and spread God's love. Seventh, recognize the limits of media. St. Francis de Sales knew that persuasion alone could not convert hearts. God's grace does the real work. Similarly, technology cannot replace genuine human presence, prayer, and spiritual depth. The fourth point for reflection today is practical applications for us. First of all, journalists uphold fairness, truth, and human dignity, resist sensationalism. Secondly, social media users share responsibly, avoid spreading hate or fake news. Thirdly, educators teach students how to discern information and use media ethically. Fourthly, religious leaders use digital spaces to build community and spread messages of hope. Fifthly, all of us, remember that words have power. Every post, comment, or conversation should reflect love, clarity, and authenticity. Fifth point for reflection today is a call to Salesian communication. My dear friends, the digital world is not only a challenge, it is also a mission field. If we embrace the spirit of St. Francis de Sales, we can transform communication into a force for good. Let us study his life and teachings for inspiration, cultivate virtues of gentleness, humility, and charity, become discerning consumers and responsible producers of information, use media to build bridges, not walls, to spread truth, not lies, to share love, not hate. To conclude, communicating God's love. At the heart of communication is not technology, but love. St. Francis de Sales reminds us that every word, every message, and every conversation can either divide or unite, wound or heal, tear down or build up. Let us choose then to speak and write in a way that builds up. Let us make truth and charity our guiding stars. And let us never forget the goal of all communication is not to impress but to express God's love. My dear friends, in this digital age, may we all become Salesian communicators, gentle, truthful, respectful, and full of love. For in the end, only love has the last word. Live Jesus.